Good morning. My name is Naim, and this is my colleague.
My name is Gabby.
Okay, and your names are?
I am Carlos.
I am Santiago.
Okay. Carlos, where are you from?
I am from Kentucky, which is a small city in near here.
Okay. And what about you?
I am from Atahuela. It's a small town before reaching to Kentucky.
Okay. First, we would like to know something about you. How do you spend your evenings? What do you do and why candidate A?
Mm, well, usually my evenings I spend them resting, relaxing. For example, I like to watch a movie or watch the series I'm watching currently. But also I like to go out and go for a meal or maybe for a coffee or for an ice cream. And when I do that, I like to walk around the town and seeing the shops and seeing what's new in my town. Overall, I like to spend my times without mm, without stressing myself and also trying to just have a fun time. Mm,
Okay. Candidate B, do you prefer to spend time on your own or with other people?
Well, it depends on the day, because if it's day after the work, after working time, after school time, I prefer to spend my time by my own, doing activities in my home, like watching films, play video games, listen to music. But sometimes I like to do something special with other people. For example, go out to eat in a restaurant or go to the cinema.
Okay, that's excellent. Candidate A, do you normally celebrate special occasions with friends or family?
That's an interesting question, and I'd say that I usually spend those occasion times with my friends, and this because they know me and they know how I am. Like I can be more confident with my friends because with my family I am kind of shy and I don't like to be very extravagant. Also, I because my family is not like I would say that they are not very fun and they like to do just eh, not very funny things.
Okay. Candidate B, tell us about a festival or celebration in Ecuador.
Well, in Ecuador, right now, especially in my town, in my hometown, they are celebrating San Juan, which is a celebration that consists in a group of people, especially indigenous people, dancing in a circle and go out to different places of the town. For example, in the morning they dance in the southern part of my hometown, and in the evening they move to the northern part of my hometown dancing.
Okay, this is the final question. Tell us about a TV program you have seen recently, please. Candidate
Recently, I watched a series called The Office. It's a very funny one. It's about people who work in an office and tend to have very unusual situations. It's a nice series, and I've spent most of my time watching it because I really enjoy it and I have a nice moment watching it.
A. Okay, the same question for you. Okay, the same question.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, tell us about a TV program you have seen recently.
Where a TV program, I watched Dark, which is a TV series on Netflix that consists on person, the protagonist, the main character, that travels in time. He first go to the past and know what their parents, what their friends' parents were doing at the time, and how they know some persons that were important in their trauma along the TV series.
Okay, this is the end of the part one. In this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you two different photographs. I would like to talk about your photographs on your own about for a minute, and then you are going to answer the partner questions of your photographs. Okay. Candidate A, you have 20 seconds to look at the pictures. Okay, go ahead. The question for you is, how important it is to help people in these situations?
Well, as I can see, both of the pictures show situations where people need help. In the first picture, there is a man who is injured, whose leg is injured, and a woman who I think is the arbitrary, I don't know, who is in charge of managing the match, is trying to help him. In the second picture, I can see a woman who may be asking for directions to a policeman, and of course the policeman is pleased to help her. I think that both situations are really important to help them, because in the first one the man is in a dangerous situation that otherwise, if he is not helped, maybe get he can get involved in a more dangerous situation. And while in the second picture, if the woman is not helped, she may get she may lose the direction, and maybe she can't find the place she is looking for. So it's important that the police always help people who is.
Thank you. Candidate B, your question is, what are the people enjoying about spending time in these gardens? You got 20 seconds to think. Okay.
Well, in these two pictures, I can see that two different situations. In the first photo, I can see just one man working on the garden, maybe preparing the crops, preparing the ground to seed some plants. And in the second photo, I can see a group of people, a large groups of people spending time in the day, maybe having fun, having fun between them. I think the both photos shows persons that enjoy these activities, but it depends. In the first photo, I can see a man that is more like working, and in the second photo, I can see just people having fun in groups, talking, jumping. I don't know, that kind of things. I think.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the part 2. Okay. In the part 2, in this part, I would like to imagine that a town wants more tourists to visit. Here are some ideas, and you are going to think about that, and a question for you to discuss. First, you are going to have 30 seconds to look at the task. Okay, go ahead.
Shall I start?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, building a large nightclub, I think that it can be a very nice idea because there are lots of people who like to spend time at night. So maybe they are looking for a very large and modern nightclub. What do you think?
Yes, that is an interesting question because this is a powerful idea that attracts a lot of tourists to the town, especially tourists that are just trying to spend a time drinking and doing some that kind of activities. But I would like to get out with the idea that building holiday flats because with this even more tourists will come to the town to visit because in some cases the tourists don't have a place to stay. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I can see what you are saying. It can be necessary to have available a space where the tourists can go and rest. But also, I think that providing parks is really crucial in this situation to attract tourists. Because if you don't have those kind of places where people can go for breathing and relax, and maybe um, enjoying of flowers and grass, maybe our town is not going to receive enough tourists.
Yeah, I fully support that idea because as a tourist, tourists need a tourist space where share time with other people and meet new people, the people that is yeah, I don't know how to say this is proper to the place, and this is a good option to think about for attracting people. What do you think about having more shops?
I'm not sure about that. That can be the best idea, but maybe it is necessary because if the people doesn't have enough shops to buy, for example, drinks or food, they may not be very interested in visiting our town. And what do you think about putting up security cameras?
This is an excellent idea because in some cases the people need to feel secure in the place that they are moving around. For example, because it is an important issue that tourists are victims to small robbers that just take away their things like wallets, purses, and that kind of things.
That's true.
Okay, thank you. Now you are going to you're going to answer some questions. Okay. Candidate A, do you think you have to spend a lot of money to have a good holiday? Candidate A,
Could you repeat, please?
do you think you have to spend a lot of money to have a good holiday?
Mm, I don't think so. Of course, you may need a certain amount of money because you're going to need to spend in transportation, food, and maybe in kind of things that you want to buy in the place you are visiting. But you don't need like millions of dollars. I think you only need to be organized and you know what you're going to do, what exactly you are going to do, when you're going to do it, and what you are going to need in order to prepare your budget so that you don't spend a lot of money.
Okay. Candidate B, do you agree?
Yes, I agree with that thought because I think that it is important to have money, but it is more important in some cases. Obviously, if you have cover all your necessities, you can spend more time with other people. For example.
Okay, candidate B, do you think what do you think is the biggest advantage of living in a place where there are a lot of tourists?
Well, the advantages of living in these kind of places There are a few ones. For example, so the place is built, is constructed according to the necessities of the tourists. You can do things very specific, like go to shopping and can get a lot of things that they are very necessary for your life. But also, another important advantages of this is that you meet new people and you can enrich your life with other cultures, meeting these new people.
Okay, candidate, do you agree?
Yeah, I fully support the view of my classmate. I think that tourists can be, sometimes, if they are not managed, they can become a problem for people who is from a town, because the prices, for example, I would like to add this, the prices start to increase and they are not affordable for the people that has been living in the place their whole life, just because the tourists are from countries like USA or Europe. So I think that it's important to manage how we behave with the tourists and what we do when they are visiting our town.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the test.
Thank you.
Thank you.